Hello, this is Rex Kowalski with Sturrdrum Studios, and today we're going to be stripping down my wheel. Stay tuned. Alright, so what we're doing right now is we're stripping down my wheel. So as you've seen in the pictures of the previous videos, we went on a field trip, let's say that, down a creek bed, rock creek bed, and kind of got stuck. So, I mean, the tires were almost bald anyways, ended up blowing a tire, and screwed up that wheel. Obviously, if you've seen the other videos, then you've seen it before. And because of the rocks hitting the plasti dip, it tore up the paint job. So we're going to go ahead and strip this one down. This one was some paint on it, so I'd rather have a better job than it looking tacky. So right now, yes, we're going to strip this one down. One of them's already stripped. But we're going to touch up on some areas, and then another one we're just going to touch up because that one really isn't bad. And then afterwards we're going to do the hubcaps. So two of them just need one coat sprayed over top of them because they're actually really good. And then two of them I've completely stripped down, and I'll have to re-prep them and paint them. Alright, so what we're going to do is, yes, we are using a wire brush, but we're also going to be using a drill with a wire brush on the end. And a lot of this stuff, since it's plasti dip, it's a rubberized paint. So, I mean, it really, I could sit here and just peel a little bit off. There you go. I was actually getting, if I can reach them, I was actually getting chunks off. I don't know if I'm going to be that lucky anymore. So, stay tuned, and we are going to get this thing completely stripped. Alright, so as you can see, I broke my wire brush. So I'm going to grab my other wire brush, and that shouldn't be too bad. This was actually a brand new brush, but it is a cheapie from Harbor Freight, so I'm not too worried about it. In fact, let's toss it. Let's grab that other one. Alright, so I found the other one. As you can see, it's really worn down on the end here, and this is a little bit bigger, so I'm not sure if it's going to fit in those cracks. We'll find out. the hot garage, You might want to stay hydrated. And what better way than Ozarka water? Actually, this is an old bottle that I filled up from the tap. So, anyways. Alright, so I think it looks pretty good. And there's still a little bit here, but again, that's going to be on the inside, underneath the cap. So, not really too worried about it. So, let's go ahead and we're going to, I'm not going to have the compressor on while I'm recording, but I'm going to turn the compressor on, blow off all this stuff, and then get things prepped in the garage for painting. So, let's get started. Alright, so now that we got this thing set up, I'm using my motorcycle lift as a table. It's another good thing about motorcycle lift in your garage. You can use it as a lot of stuff. I already got the bikes covered up. What we're going to do, we're going to prep these two right here. I'm not worried about this one because this one just needs to be touched up. But, you know, I might clean it down with a little bit of water. These two right here, we want to hit it with a little bit of alcohol. And then we're going to go ahead and hit it with just a little bit of water. So first, what we're going to do, we're going to use some real thin sandpaper. It's real fine sandpaper. Real fine sandpaper. Just to kind of like prep this stuff up. And what I do is I get it wet. So I take a little bit of it and I put it in this water bowl that I have. Okay? And just small circles. Alright, now that you're done with the sanding, we're going to go ahead and hit it with just a little bit of water, and we're going to wipe off all this excess. If you noticed, it kind of turned a little bit blackish. That's from the sandpaper. It's kind of old sandpaper, so. Alright, now that we're through with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wipe them down with a dry towel. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to take these two here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a little bit of alcohol, just a little bit of rubbing alcohol, about 50%. Okay, now that we're done with that, I always go ahead and just touch it up with just a little bit more water. Because a lot of times what will happen is that alcohol won't dry all the way, or won't dry completely, and your paint will fisheye. That's where it looks like, or orange peel. It looks like an orange peel, where it's got little spots everywhere. And that normally happens with water, obviously, but I've noticed that with this Plastidip, it'll really do it with that alcohol. So the alcohol is to prep it, but then I want to make sure that I get all this rubbing alcohol residue off, because it has a real weird reaction to that Plastidip paint. Alright, and we'll go ahead and we will wipe it down one more time. Make sure it's all completely dry. Alright, then we'll let them sit for just a little bit, let them completely air dry, and then we'll go ahead and we'll hit them with some paint. Stay tuned. Alright, now that we let them sit, we're going to go ahead and we're going to spray it with Plastidip. Make sure this is all shaken up real good. Alright, you can take it and You can obviously tell, I don't know about in the picture, but in person you can tell this one is a lot darker, because all I'm doing is just touching this one up. These two right here, they need to sit and they need to dry a little bit before I put another coat on. So I'll get back to you in just a short moment. Okay guys, so I thought while we waited for the wheels to dry, I thought maybe I'd like to talk to you about some stuff that's going on. So I have officially started, this was 2 weeks ago, Monday, I officially started my career path for paleontology. So, I might not be a technician anymore later on down the road, I'm not sure. But I'm going through University of Alberta for paleontology, and the classes you can actually take them on Coursera.org. They are Dino 101, Theropods, and the origins of birds. Then you got like the sea life, and you have the Permian period as well. There's about 4 classes. If there's more, I'd gladly like to take them. You could do them for free if you want, or if you want a certificate, and some of them have credits as well, then you can actually take those. As far as I know right now, Dino 101 is $84 for the class, and then as what I've seen so far right now, the other classes are $64 a piece, the other 3. So you can take those and you can actually get a certification in paleontology. The other thing I'm doing, which I'm actually doing today, is going to, if you live in Texas, if you live near the Hillsboro, Texas area, there's a museum there that is Texas Through Time in Hillsboro, Texas, and I'm going to be going there and working there, volunteering, to get some hands-on with it. And also in June, right now is May, in June they also have a expedition that they're going to be going out to collect fossils. They're going to be going to Montana, which is awesome. Now, of course, I'm only doing this on the weekends, so I'm not going to be able to get off of my actual career or my actual job. So it'll be a lot of fun, and this is something that I have always been wanting to do for years. Hence the name Rex Kowalski. So, you know, my passion has always been Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Tyrannosauridae family, so I know a lot about that. But yes, you can actually go out and become a paleontologist, and I encourage you to go, and if you don't want to pay, then I encourage you to at least learn the subject, because you learn a lot. Going through Dino 101, you learn everything that there is to dinosaurs. Well, not everything. It's a wide spectrum of dinosaur information that you actually get to learn, and the origins of birds to an extent. When you get more in depth, Dino 101 is a 12-week course, 12 lessons, and like the theropods and origins of birds, that one is 4 weeks. So I just started that one this Monday, and I'm already on lesson 3, so I'm almost done. But that one right there gets a lot more in depth with the actual family tree and how dinosaurs actually became birds. So after that it'll be marine reptiles, and then after that it'll probably be the Permian one. Can't remember the names of them, but I would highly suggest you going and checking them out. And if you're short on money or something like that, that's okay. You can still take the courses for free. And if you're passionate about that, and if you grew up with loving dinosaurs and all of that, then I would really consider doing it. And I've always, since I was very little, probably 2 or 3 years old, wanting to do paleontology, thanks to Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. Thanks to my wife was the one that when we went to our honeymoon, we found a store that sold fossils, dinosaur fossils, and I bought a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a piece of a tibia from Tyrannosaurus Rex. A little pricey. Tyrannosaurus fossils are very expensive. I believe it's, at least here in Texas, if you are to be able to find a Tyrannosaurus tooth, it's $1,000 an inch. So that's expensive. And it's because it's a very popular fossil. You can go and get Spinosaur fossils all you want for, you know, up to $38, the most expensive one I think I've seen, maybe $42. Most expensive Spinosaurus tooth that I've seen. Spinosaurus aegypticus. And, but you can also get them as cheap as $2. Because they're scattered everywhere. So not everybody really cares about them that much. Now again, you can find Tyrannosaur teeth very easily. But Tyrannosaurus Rex teeth, those are expensive. Check out the classes. Remember Coursera.com. I'll put a link below, Coursera.com, and excuse me, Coursera.org in the link below. And obviously, I popped up some pictures for the classes themselves. So again, let's get back to painting these wheels. Thank you for listening. Alright, now that we're done with that, we moved about 2 wheels over. We put one over here on the ground, and we got enough room to do these now. So first we're going to touch both of these up, and then we're going to put coats on these. Alright? Alright guys, so that's it. If you want to do this yourself, just pick up some Plastidip. I mean, I would say it's easy to peel off, get rid of. It's not, but it is a lot easier than regular paint. Let's put it that way. You don't have to do as much prep work. So whenever you're using it, what'll happen is when you spray it down on there, it looks all clumpy. Well, it self-levels itself with gravity. So it'll come out to be pretty good. Don't freak out your first time doing it. I've done that before and I freaked out, and well, now the whole truck is covered in it. It looks pretty good too. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys staying with me through this process and continuing watching it. If you have any questions of, you know, stuff that's going on in my life, either paleontology wise, or, you know, leave a comment below and I can either get to it, or I'll either get to the message itself, or I'll just make a video on it. Probably end up making a video on it if you want me to. But again, leave a comment in the box down below. And please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and our next video will be on a certain thing that I have to do to the truck. I really do. I have a right rear wheel seal leaking, so you get to watch me go ahead and take the entire differential, well, almost the entire differential, apart, because I got to pull the axle out and put the new seal in. So it's kind of a how-to automotive type thing. So yeah, we'll do that, and then after that, we're gonna put the tires on the wheels. So then we'll put the wheels back on the truck, and it won't look like a trailer park in my front yard. So yeah, we'll go ahead and knock that out, and stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. This is Rex Kowalski with Sturrdrum Studios signing off. Take it easy.